Welcome aboard, Sea of Friends, your weekly Sea of Thieves voyage. I'm last call for lunch. Welcome back. Lots of stuff to talk about today. Lots of things happening on the seas. But first, how's everybody doing? How has everyone's week been? I don't know why I'm talking like this. Why I can just talk normal. How's everyone's week been?
Welcome aboard, Sea of Friends, your weekly Sea of Thieves voyage. I'm last call for lunch.
Wait, what happened?
I forgot to unmute you guys.
Oh my god. So we didn't record any of that?
Start over.
Alrighty. I'm Miss Lunch Lady.
And I'm Douglas Warhawk. Is that how we started off?
Today's episode is brought to you by Blue Chew.
Anthony, you are muted yourself now.
Jesus.
Ah, blast!
No, that was muted. So how's everyone's day been?
Great. Let's start it. Good.
Long story short, now that they're unmuted, me and Case adopted a black cat on Friday the 13th.
Her name is Susu.
Yeah.
Susu.
Susu Atari.
I like the idea of adopting older animals. Not old as in like, about to expire. But older.
Expired? Okay. I think we talk about that when you get like a banana or something. That one's about to expire, but
But I like to get a feel for their personality when it's just already established, because I totally get that. Like, I think especially more so with dogs than with cats, but like the idea of like getting a puppy and being able to like sort of train this dog from scratch and like make it, kind of fit your lifestyle. But I've had the experience where you get a puppy and then it does not fit your lifestyle. I had a dog that was like very sweet and then suddenly very aggressive, kind of out of nowhere. That was sort of scary. And so since then, I have really felt just like I love the babies. I love looking at them. I love playing with them. But for the like practicality of our household, I just think that it's like getting a feel for their personality early on is good. And she was like really calm and she's fitting in well so far. Yeah,
we kept her in the game room for a few days by herself, and then we let her out on Monday evening when Casey got home. And showed her, Henson was here all day. He didn't know, and they're best friends now. So
surprise, we got a cat, and now she sleeps in his bed with him, and it's adorable.
Yeah, what did he say? He woke up at midnight last night. We told him to go back to bed. This morning we woke up and he said like, when I got up last night, I came back to bed and I couldn't sleep, and so I listened to some podcasts, and then Susu came into my bed, so I read her a book. I was like, right on, man.
That's he cute. Read her a book. Is that not the cutest thing?
That's so cute. That's like what you guys would do to him. So he was just taking on that parent
role. I know.
Right there.
Precious baby.
You got a good one.
He had a good moment. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yes, we adopted a black cat on Friday the 13th. But Friday the 13th was notable for another reason. I put out the suggestion, hey, man, it's Friday the 13th. We should all play Friday the 13th, the game. And which I was like, we'll probably do one match, maybe two matches before. Especially Casey is like, nah, I don't like this. But we played all night. Not all night, but we played for a while. And Casey really loved it. She said she really enjoyed the game. Casey, what you tell us why you like the game? I wasn't expecting you to like the game. Tell us what you liked about it. Tell me what you liked about it.
Okay, I feel like this is something I could probably get pretty long-winded about, so I'll try not to do that. Yeah, take a deep breath. So with the board games that we really love to play are similar in strategy in that like one person is on the offensive. I always get this confused because I don't understand sports ball. One person's on the offensive and the other players are on the defensive. And so and Friday the 13th is set up very similarly. So like one person is Jason and the rest of the players are the camper or the camp counselors or whatever, survivors. And there's like up to 8 of the survivors, 8 of the counselors or 9. I don't remember, but
7.
7. Oh, because it's 8 total. So I like, there's safety in numbers, and I remember, okay, this is like a really deep tangent here, but I remember one time, maybe middle school, I was in class, and I know Bill's like, whoa, we're going way back. I was in class, and we had this assignment, we had this paper, and I don't remember what the questions on it were, but it was like, you did it by yourself, right? And you answered all the questions. And then you came together as a group and you answered all the questions. And then the teacher told you like which one you were more correct. And the strength was always in numbers. And I've just really, as somebody who I feel like I'm pretty collaborative by nature, I really like that collaborative element of the Friday the 13th game. Even though horror is not my favorite, horror is not Bill's favorite either. I was kind of worried that we were both gonna like bitch out a little bit.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, I think for me, that's what makes it fun, like being scared and like if I'm playing like a single player horror game, no. But if I'm playing like a horror game with friends and we're all scared and we're all screaming and having good, then it's fun. Then it's fun for me. But
yeah, but I get scared after the fact. It's not just during the game. It haunts me for the rest of the night.
Oh, 100%.
I don't have a little H to come over and be like, read me a book to put me to sleep. So.
Well, and you live alone too. I mean, the dog, but like, luckily with Anthony, like we don't live alone, so I can be like, Anthony, you need to go around the house and you need to look and like lock all the doors.
Yeah, do we lock everything? Yeah.
And so the Friday the 13th, I'll say, did not scare me too bad because once you're in it, like
the start.
I was the first round we played. I was the first person to die. He just came into the room. I screamed so loud, and I was dead, and it was done. But I got okay, and good, I survived pretty well.
Beat me.
Bill was Jason, and I lived that round. Anthony was Jason. He saved me till the end. Killed me.
I killed everybody. I killed when I was Jason. Out of all the matches we did, I feel like there was only one match where every survivor died, and that was my match when I was Jason.
Way to go!
But I've been playing it since it came out. A lot of my hours are on the PS4. I purchased it on the Xbox because I had some friends who were like, "We're gonna play it too, play with us," and so I purchased it on the Xbox, and then they never bought it and played it, so I just never played it really on the Xbox. I was also surprised by how active the game still is. Like they shut down dedicated servers last year, so now it's just peer-to-peer servers, which kind of sucks because if like the host is a camp counselor and is like the first to die, and then they decide to quit, then it's just game over for everybody.
Everything shuts down. And then
they're not doing any more content for the game because the writer of the original movie found a loophole where he could like try to get claim the copyrights after 35 years. And even though Sean Cunningham, who was the director, was like, this is like a writing for hire kind of job, the judge, in favor of the writer. And so he got the copyright, and he was like, you can't make any more shit.
Wow.
What a jerk. So after everyone had a good time and Kay said she liked it and Bill I was like, you know what? Maybe they'll be into another similar game that just came out on Friday the 13th, which is the Evil Dead game. I love the Evil Dead movies. I think they're I love the show Ash vs. Evil Dead. It's such a great show. And I purchased it and I played some matches and I was like, this is really, really fun. I downloaded it on Casey's console. And I was like, let's just do a match. She went to the tutorial, and we did a match, and then she said she really, really liked it.
I know, hindsight, I had a lot of fun, obviously, playing Friday the 13th, but, how much we've been into it lately, hindsight 2020, obviously, it would have been fun to start that, instead and see where our characters would be now. But I did really enjoy Friday the 13th, too. I thought I'd be scared. I was ready for it. I'm an idiot. I put my whole house in pitch black besides my computer monitor.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I know. Yeah. So I was ready. And the first few times it was exhilarating. Like I did feel like I was in the game, in the movie, being chased. Like I'm like, oh, I'm tired. I can't get away. He's slashing. He's coming. And that came out wrong. But regardless, it was just, it was intense, but I did have a good time, and I liked the concept of it too. I think that was kind of gravitating And it was just something different than obviously what we've been playing before. And that's again why I kind of like the Evil Dead 2, because I don't know the movies and it's just it's a weird, different type of game. And again, this is probably my opinion, obviously more scary. The characters are more evil looking, more scary, obviously, than Friday the 13th.
Well, and jump scares are literally built into the game. So the first time I experienced one of those, I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah. I know. I'm pretty sure I screened. I think I have it on the stream, but yeah, that reminds me of like Call of Duty. So Call of Duty had a big Halloween event, and they did the same thing. You open up a crate, and sometimes a jump scare would come right at you in the screen. And it was, I mean, I got scared a bunch of times, and watching some big streamers like Tim the Tatman, Nick Merckx, all them playing it. Is Tim the Tatman was the best because he would like go and like throw his controller in the air, and it was, I mean, because especially for them and for me, I guess any gamer really, you have the sound sometimes so loud and you're so in depth, trying to play it, and then all of a sudden this thing comes popping on your screen. I do like that because it does, even though you're not really used to it because you don't know when it's going to happen. And all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, it's right there. It's, the demon's in my face. But yeah, I like it. I really like the concept of it. And it is nice, obviously, that we're pretty good. We're getting better as a team. I mean, and Case, the motivational speaker in you, were saying how you have to play together. Like there's no other way. I mean, and kind of like Sea of Thieves, obviously. Yeah, you can have one person, but if you're not all, playing together, if you're not all in the same wavelength, things can go sour really quick. And you can't really have one player overcome, the non-teamwork. So I really like that.
Yeah, that's the big contrast between Evil Dead and Friday the 13th, where Friday the 13th is like essentially at the end of the day a free-for-all. Like you can just hide the entire match and just say fuck all the other counselors, I'm gonna look out for myself, which Bill did not do. He came back for two people and saved the day, and all three of them escaped. But Evil Dead, yeah, you have to work together. You really, really have to work together. And there are classes too, so like you have support class, defense class, range class, like leader class. Like it
brings a different good element to it where you can kind of see what your strengths are maybe in other games and kind of bring that into what how your play style is, which has just been a lot of fun. It's been great.
I knew Casey liked it because like when we would play like MMOs, like we played Elder Scrolls Online and stuff, and she would just like do the rotation, find her rotation and just be like, whatever. And then like she's leveling up, getting skill points. She's like, I'll work on my character later. I'll upgrade my character later. Whereas this, like after that first match, she was like, how do I upgrade my character?
Love it.
I think it's similar to Sea of Thieves for me as well. Again, in that it has to be collaborative. I'm not a solo sleeper. Like I don't ever play Sea of Thieves by myself. I've never felt the urge to play Sea of Thieves by myself. I think if I didn't play with you guys, I don't know that I would ever play again. And which is pretty crazy to say about something that I truly love. But what I love about it is playing with you guys. And I feel the same way about these games too. I don't think I'd ever jump into them by myself. But I love the collaboration. And the other thing that I like about it that is kind of similar to Sea of Thieves is that like you can do well with no upgrades. Like you can do okay having leveled nothing up, having put no skill points anywhere. And Sea of Thieves is kind of the great equalizer too, which is another reason that I really love it, is like you load into Sea of Thieves and you have the same thing that everybody else has. The only difference is skins, and it's completely based on skill. And this game is sort of similar, I feel like, not exactly. And then what leveling up you can do doesn't put you at that much more of an advantage than any other player.
Yeah, it's not like you're overpowered or invincible. It's just, I agree. It just kind of takes you to that next level and how you change your play style, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win every time because you got your character all the way up.
Yeah, I would see perks. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, this perk says you take less damage per hit, and I look at it, it's like 2%, 3%, 4%. Okay, I mean it's very small, minuscule.
I guess it adds up.
I'll get that later, I guess. Like,
I'll say I'm really glad that we played Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th, because it's possible that game may not live for much longer, especially if like they're not updating and stuff. So I don't
know, man. We came across that one person who had like like the Savini Jason skin that you only got for like putting money into like the Kickstarter, and Bill, what you looked at their play time, it was like 900 hours or something like that, like 90 days or something.
It was like 92 days,
Yeah.
not hours. It was something
so
stupid.
it's like there are still people out there that play a lot, but I don't think it's maybe it is crossplay now. I don't know, but
I don't know. I don't know how much longer it'll live. Especially if they aren't like actively updating it. So I'm glad that we got like a really active night. Like we had no problem loading into matches. And Evil Dead's been bumping. I mean, obviously because it's new, but like it's also been great and a lot of fun. And we've really ran into people who were also like very collaborative and really willing to work together. I think we've only had a couple people like randomly quit matches for seemingly no reason.
Yeah. Well, I think the one thing that's nice with the Evil Dead is it's like skill-based matchmaking. I say skill loosely. It's more so just like, oh, you guys are level 10 to 15, then we're going to find people for your team and whoever's playing the demon who are also around 10 to 15.
Which makes sense. I mean, that means you hopefully have about the same amount of play time because your full level is obviously different than your character level. So it will be. I mean, you should know how to play, but obviously, if you play a different character, you start off at level 1 again for that character. But you at least have a grip of the game. And as we talked about before, it doesn't necessarily. I mean, it helps change the game and how you play it, but you know, it doesn't make or break you kind of in the long run with it. So. Yeah, but no, it's definitely been. I mean, I'm having a really good time. It's been crazy just waiting to get off of work and be like, all right, when can you guys get on? When can we do this? Like,
I know. I feel like we haven't felt that way in a while about something.
Well, it's funny because we're working from home. We both work from home tomorrow. Okay, it's like we're playing all day tomorrow. You know that, right?
Yeah.
I will not be playing all day tomorrow.
That's right.
Listening.
Yeah, I got some busy stuff to do. I got FAA meetings and all that good stuff. Too busy to do anything.
Yeah, I'm going to put my mouse. Go ahead.
Sorry, I said Boaz says no FNAF games for you lunch. I don't know what that is. I've been actually trying to decipher FNAF for like 5 minutes, and I have no idea.
FMAF.
FNAF.
FN.
N as in Nancy. A as in Anthony. N as in Anthony. T as in Thany. That's how I'm gonna spell out stuff for people. Just yeah! Yeah! Your weekly boxy call. All right. Enough of Sea of Evil, your weekly Evil Dead podcast. This is Sea of Friends, your weekly Sea of Thieves podcast. All right, so we're here to talk. Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's. And I was never big. I tried the first Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh,
I didn't think it was that scary, but I just didn't really care for it.
I think I watched the trailer for those a few times, and that little teddy bear. I'm like, I'm good.
Here, I have one more thing to say about Evil Dead, and it's not Evil Dead versus Sea of Thieves, but it's just kind of like it feels natural to compare the two because that's what we play. In Sea of Thieves, sometimes you have to seek out tension if you want like PvP, if you want to tuck on somebody, if you need to seek out a world event, like sometimes you have to hunt it down. It doesn't just come naturally every session. And Evil Dead does. So I feel like that's something that like we've been craving a little bit lately because the seas have been pretty quiet. And what we'll talk about later on in the episode is how much time we spent on the seas on Community Day, which was like the most collaborative day that we've ever had on the seas.
Which it should be. And I know we're going to get into it, but yeah. 100%.
Yeah, no, and I'm not complaining by any means. But I think like we've been missing tension a little bit. And I think that Evil Dead is kind of satisfying that for us for the time being.
Yeah, this pulls our PvP, bone or something. I don't know. Pulls our string for that PvP experience a little bit. So.
Oh my god, the PvP pulled you off. They pulled your string?
Pull my string.
Oh my god, the hammer pulled you off. So yeah, lots of stuff happening on the seas right now. Community Day just happened, where you got double gold, double rep, and a bunch of renowned boosts if you hadn't yet filled out your season pass, plunder pass. If you weren't to 100, hopefully you got to 100 all. With I don't know how big that boost was, but because we had finished ours like second week or whatever because of that fucking double
big,
golden glory, whatever.
Right.
Yeah. But it was we played a lot that day, and there was a lot of people
was
we came
wild.
across, and nobody really fighting, and everybody just alliancing up to get that money. And we are in like 2 separate big alliances, I feel, throughout the whole day.
I think
We stayed on the same server.
I was just
for
going to say
12
that.
hours.
I think I mean, not that we change servers a lot. We're not, those streamers that are searching for that stuff necessarily, but I mean, generally we play, it's only a couple hours or, a couple hours to 6 hours, whatever. And we're on that one server, right? But this, we were on all day, like on the same server, met just wonderful people. And obviously that's, again, what you look for community. I feel like there are that small minority of people that go out and say, everyone's going to be on the seas. This is my time to reap. This is my time to take it. And, this is, we just happen to find just some really great people to hang out with and just get a lot of done. And a lot of gold was had. A lot of gold was had.
Shout out to those 3 EXT guys and that Bones guy. And I forgot Bones' friend, but yeah, those the two different crews, super chill. Yeah, but what did we end up racking in community? Like 3 million?
3 mil.
Yeah.
And I loved it because I'm going to throw a little spice on you, Case. Throw a little spice. Or maybe it was lunch. I don't remember. Both of yous. When I'm like, okay, guys, we're doing pretty good. My goal today is to hit 10 million. And I think you both laughed at me and said,
it was me. It was totally me.
Well, to be fair, I mean, like, one, we never put that much time into a Golden Glory before, right? Or that much work into a Golden Glory. Like, I feel like we really worked, to get that gold. And you were asking for, like, I just need 2.9 million, or 2.6 or whatever it is. And so, like, she made the comment, but even me in my head, I'm like, okay,
never gonna happen.
Yeah, we're not gonna make that. And then we made more than what you wanted.
Yeah,
Ye of little faith. That's what I was that day.
It was, but I mean, again, we did have a few alliances, obviously, and everyone was doing. We were doing Athenas. They were doing Athenas. Fort of Fortunes. Like, we were just getting some huge gold because everyone. I mean, we were getting obviously the normal gold since it was double gold. We were getting normal gold, obviously, what we would normally turn in. If we're turning in a Fort of Fortune every hour and a half to, Athena missions and all that, like, it was just raking in the money, and it was wonderful.
So much of our money was from our alliance. Like, that blew my mind just how much that was coming in from alliance only.
Well, what's crazy is I don't know what I was about to say. I just lost my train of thought. Never mind. Go on.
Cool.
We really did work. Like, some days when we play that long, which isn't very often, like once every couple of months, we, take breaks or we walk away, or sometimes like one of us will go do something and it'll just be 2 of us on the ship. Like, we did very little of that. We truly played for.
We took one break to eat dinner, and then we came back to another wonderful server.
But we didn't break though.
You
guys
took
ate.
We
right.
ate, and then you ate later on, didn't you?
Yeah,
right.
We stayed on. I mean, we truly did stay on the same server, and we are not server hoppers.
No.
But like, if a server, I'm shocked that like our server never merged, or I mean, it was just bumping all day.
All day. I mean, I don't think it's unrealistic to say, would we have 6, maybe 8 Athena chests that one day alone? I'm kind of pissed because I'm not 20 yet still somehow. I don't know how this game works. Double Golden Glory in my butt.
I thought you did.
Oh, no, I did hit it. Yeah, I did. That's right.
I was gonna
say, no, you hit 20, dude. Because
Gotcha.
I told you to put on the title, and you're like, nah. I think we had one fight that day. That was that
one brig, right? That was a shithead.
That first alliance we were in, when it was just like us, Bones, and his friend, and then that other ship that ended up leaving.
The brig, brig was coming after a sloop, and
we were gonna go turn in, and I remember Bill was like, "Hey man, there's a Reaper going after those like 2 chill dudes that were talking to us earlier. Want to go?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's go." I remember we got close. And I got a party invite for one of those guys, and I joined it. And he was like, "Hey, man, are you on the brig that's in the alliance?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Are you coming to our rescue?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Fuck yeah!" And then we took it down. We took down that brig. They started running.
They started running, and we caught up, and they hit some good chain shots. We hit some good shots, and I mean, it was over at that point.
And we did 2 of those Veil voyages that day.
2 Veil voyages at least. We also then did 2 level 5 Athenas because we kept lowering and raising. At least
Right.
two of each.
I think we did 3 level 5 Athenas, right?
Yeah,
We got
might have been
all of our emissary ledger.
besides 4,000 and merchant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, merchant.
Yeah.
That's what we need
Yeah,
to
we
work
ran
on
Reaper
next.
for a bit. And that sloop crew was like so chill. They were leaving. They were jumping off to go play with their other friends. And they were just like, "Hey man, thanks so much for coming to our rescue earlier. Here's all our supplies." And we took supplies from 2 different ships because the other guy was like, "Hey, I'm jumping off. You want my ship?" And we had like 1,000, 2,000 cannonball, like a ton,
1,500
cannonballs. Like
It was truly the best day of my life.
800 planks of wood.
if you want to see the supplies we
400
had, you can check out Last Call for Lunch on Twitter. Or check out our Discord page. I posted pictures.
It was crazy to think too that at one point, and this was before that ship came, but at one point we had more of every type of food than bananas on our ship. And yeah, we ate some obviously here and there, but with the community day, it wasn't perfect. It was obviously way better than the first one. We still couldn't buy some crates from from the merchant and get stuff set up but we had to kind of find those. But we had more food than bananas at one point. I'm like, this is absolutely insane right now. What's happening? And then to your point, we got those 2 ships came over to us, and I was just going berserk. I'm just gonna keep shooting cannons because we'll never run out. 1,500 cannons, you're never gonna run out.
It was like I'll aim my shots, but I'm also I'm throwing the Hail Marys,
Oh, we're just gonna sail. I'm just gonna shoot just so that everyone's like, what the hell is happening? Why is this guy just shooting?
And then what was that? The other one we were like, so after those 2 guys left, we were just kind of on our own, and then we were doing a FOF, and on our way to the FOF, a brig rolled up and they had an alliance flag up, so we joined their alliance. So we're doing the FOF, whatever. There's a Reaper that we've noticed earlier, and then they're off doing their own thing, and then all of a sudden they're parked behind a rock next to where the FOF is, but not hidden because we can see them with our eyes. Like, hey, they're right by that rock.
They did a really bad job.
And
we can see them on the map.
Yeah. So at one point I see that the brig has turned in some treasure, but at the same time the brig is moving towards us fast with the wind in their sails, and then they start turning towards the Reaper. And then they fight the Reaper and chase him away. Who the Reaper then joins the alliance. But they message us and were like, "Yeah, man, we saw that Reaper was hiding by a rock, so we thought we'd come scare him away for you, so you can finish your FOF or whatever."
And then they helped us with the FOF,
yeah,
which was great. And that always scares me, right? Even in an alliance, I'm like, oh, what are they doing? And then at the end, they're like, "Hey, we just want, I think, gold hoarders."
Yeah, they just wanted gold hoarders.
We just want the gold hoarders, and you guys can have the rest. And I'm like, sounds good. Again, we were all working on our ledgers, and we were trying to get we probably were done with the Athena one, but it's a FOF. And if you guys have watched, I hope you guys watched Last Call for Lunch. If a FOF pops, Case is on it. We're doing it. It doesn't matter generally what's happening. In that one mission, I think the very first time, was it the Veil that came? Maybe not the Veil. I don't know. That maybe that's overstepping. But I feel like we were just about to be done with a level 5 dig or something like that for an Athena, and a FOF pop. She's like, "Let's go." I'm like, but it's right here, and she's like, "It's gonna be there when we come back." Like
the FOF won't be there if we stay here to dig.
I don't know what it is, but it just seems like the FOFs go down so fast, and I don't want to waste that treasure.
It's because of us. Oh, that's what you mean. I think that we take it down fast. But yeah.
No.
No, by the time, and it's generally, by the time we sail there, it's like, all right, it's done. Like we I would say honestly, maybe a third of the time we try to get there, it automatically despawns.
Yeah, they despawn pretty quickly because I feel like not a lot of people go for it unless someone's already going for it.
Which I don't get. You get so much good loot.
Come here sort of soon-ish, maybe sometime in the future. We won't always be able to do every FOF we see. Because we're going to have that objective / very
yeah.
So right here, Case is making a wall mount for these 2 piratey themed 4.
I thought that was going a whole different direction.
Because they're taking FOFs
what
away,
are
man.
you guys announcing this year?
They're taking FOFs away, man. No, so one of the things we're working on is a jar of objectives. So because a lot of times when we jump into the seas, we're like, what do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know. So we're going to have a jar with an objective in it. That's going to tell us what we're going to be doing that day. And then next to it is going to be a jar of variables. And that'll have variables for like, if a FOF spawns, you have to do it. If a Reaper hits level 5, you have to go at him, or like, stuff like that. So,
yeah, and I mean, we're probably going to see how that goes, which I think it's going to go swimmingly. I'm going to love it. It's going to be a good time. But I think too, if you're watching Last Call for Launch on twitch.tv/Last Call for Launch, I think you might be pressured by me and maybe others to put that as one of his channel points.
Yeah.
That they can change the variable for a certain amount.
Yeah.
So it's a reroll or depending on how much.
A million channel points.
Okay. Let's
who has a million? Boaz.
Let's see what we got.
How many do you have, Bill?
Your lowest run right now is 5,000. Okay, that's your lowest one. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna change them all. 100,000, 20,000, 50,000. I'm going lower. What am I doing?
You have a ban and in-game action for only 10,000. Like that's.
Yeah, I gotta get those higher.
I got 33,000. I gotta watch. I guess I gotta watch that here.
I gotta get rid of that no cursing one. That one's hard. It's like the hardest thing in my life.
That would be a cool variable though, where the whole crew can't curse.
Yeah.
If you do, you gotta drop a piece of treasure. Oh my. Okay. Yeah.
Nah, man.
Fucking stupid. Good idea.
Speaking of new things added to the games by non-rare employees to make the game a little bit more fun. Blurbs, Sea of Thieves streamer Blurbs, YouTube creator, content creator Blurbs has created a PvP voyage in the Sea of Thieves using a web application that you can pull up on your computer or on your phone if you're playing on console. You can also download it to add it to, if you're playing the game, to your screen for the game and or to your stream if you're streaming it. And it looks like part of the UI of the game. And what this is, it's called Scurvy Scroll. And what this is, it's essentially a PvP voyage. So you start off, you can only use pistols and eat bananas. And then you have to do PvP stuff to earn silver in this application. And then you can spend that silver in the application like, okay, I got 10,000 silver. I'm going to buy a sword so my character can use a sword. I mean, granted, you can use a sword in the game either way. It doesn't affect the actual game. But it's just rules to play by with the web application that changes as you're going and adding and doing stuff. So, like, he was saying some of the stuff could be like hit 10 consecutive hits on another player ship, and that'll give you silver. Or do this, and that'll give you silver. Get so many kills with a pistol and all that stuff. He created it, and Rare approved it. So, like, yeah, it looks like if you download the web application on the computer, like, it looks like it's added, like I was saying, to the UI of the game, and it looks really cool. And I think it's a really, really cool thing for people who are into PvP who might want something new to do, to check out and try out.
I mean, I think
Scurvy Scroll.
Even with not, like, sometimes obviously we're not in the mood of PvP, but it still obviously happens. It's a pirate game. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. I'm on it right now. I think this is actually really fun. And talking about, Evil Dead and being able to level up your character, like to pay 20,000 to use a sword or 15,000 to use my eye of reach, like that's pretty cool. And the first three that popped up for me is kill an enemy player. I mean, that happens. I mean, tuck near an enemy for 30 seconds. Like, these are pretty doable things that obviously it just makes a different experience. I think that's a great idea. That's really cool.
Yeah, I think his ideas and all the work he put into it, I think it's fantastic. I think it's just really cool. And it's similar to, like, I like that. That's the one thing I like about Sea of Thieves is, like, people going out of the way to create things, not just for themselves, but for other people to do more and have more fun in this game.
All right, you got to put that in the box. Is that part of one of our goodies?
Oh, Scurvy Scroll.
Yeah.
Right on.
And we even talked about, too, and I saw, obviously, LD, and I'm sure it's been around maybe for others. I don't know who originated it. I just saw it on LD Silver's page. But even doing, like, a bingo card or something, too, and we could have, like, a PvP one or a non-PvP one. I think that would just be, again, just something different.
That's what that's what made me and Case think of like these like jars that we can pull stuff out of was after that Sea of Thieves bingo competition. We were laying in bed and I was like, what about like a Powerball kind of thing, where and she was like, that's actually the good idea. And I was like, yeah, let's try to make. And then so she came up with the ideas of like the jars.
I think it was my idea.
Definitely was.
Did you say Power? I thought I said Powerball. No, I said Powerball, right? I remember saying Powerball, and you were like, "Yeah."
Anthony, I know you haven't been married for a year, but you always say yes. It was your idea, babe.
I don't come up with ideas. I'm not the idea person. You made all the ideas.
There we go. Way to go, sweetie.
What the hell was that?
Oh, I'm playing the Scurvy Scroll.
I was like,
oh my god!
I was like, is someone blowing bubbles?
So as you were talking about Scurvy Scrolls and that idea of like guns and stuff, like I was like, should that be a variable, like guns only, or I don't know.
Those could be variables too. Like,
I mean, I know that they could be variables, but they would kind of fuck me. So I don't know if I want
the point of variable.
Go with it.
But I think we could do stuff like that. I mean, and viewers out there chime in, let us know, again, email, tweet, join the Discord, and let us know. We could set something up to kind of have ideas for that. But I think even we could evolve that too, and I don't want to make more work. Again, let's see how this goes before we have all the ideas flowing. But even if we did something for like, you can't, for 20 minutes, you can only use guns, or for 10 minutes, you can only use a sword, or no blunder bombs. Again, I know there's other things like that, with, I know Beardageddon and LD do that, where they have kind of the stream loots. It's kind of that, someone could play a card. We could even do something like that, and where the variable is a small timer, and then we could roll again when that timer is done and see what the next variable is. It doesn't say like necessarily go to a FOF or anything like that. Like that could be the ultimate variable possibly, but maybe in-game variables. Again, let's just see how it all goes. But I think that would be a lot of fun just to see and be like, well, shit, that's what I got to start with. That's what I got to go. Or, until we complete a FOF, maybe Darkest can only use a sword and a pistol and no blunder, no sniper or something. I don't know. Just we do different things like that. It could be pretty intense, but fun.
Well, and like I was saying earlier, like it's our way of adding tension to the game if there isn't already tension built into that session. Like if there's not just stuff going on, like at least we can make that fun for ourselves.
Yeah, I love it.
Totally. All right. And then one of the biggest things added to the game, the first mystery is upon us. It's a murder mystery. They put out a video today of a music box playing. Camera pans over to a dead guy sitting up against a tree. And that dead guy is none other the Pirate Lord's son, DeMarco Singh.
Sorry.
What?
Oh, God.
What?
Poor DeMarco. And it's our job as a community to find out who killed him.
Who is DeMarco, Anthony?
DeMarco Singh is the Pirate Lord's son. He's got 2 children, DeMarco and Licity. And they ran the arena.
Oh, so DeMarco has a kid. Or are you saying the Pirate Lord has
two? The Pirate Lord has 2 kids, DeMarco and Licity. And they ran the arena at the Sea Dogs Tavern.
Can I give us?
They literally. I saw someone on Twitter was like, they literally killed Arena.
Yeah, too soon.
And he is in the game right now. So that video they put out was a teaser to be like, go find him. Here he is, and he's on the perfect island.
Dead Man's Island. K9.
He is a sea dog, and he's dead. He is at Sea Dog's Rest.
Sea Dog's Tavern. Oh.
Sea Dog's Rest.
Yeah, he's at Sea Dog's Rest.
Which is now an applicable name because he's resting.
Yeah.
Eternally.
And if you go there is a prompt to, like, I think it says, like...
Wait. This is, like, there right now?
Yeah.
Right,
so yesterday they put out a little trailer for mysteries of people for Rare talking about mysteries and what they're doing with mysteries going forward. And so I think today a lot of people were going to some of the islands they saw in that trailer to see if anything has changed and stuff. Boaz says, We're already on it. The CT Falcor is also on it. It appears also a note in the nearest fort from that island is missing a note.
Ooh.
Guess you have to go and see. But I'm assuming that the more people uncover throughout what they're doing mystery-wise, like on the net, then things will be added into the game. So I guess it's kind of nice that you don't have to, I mean, depending on how fast people figure shit out, you're not going to have to wait like till next season, till next month, till next update. They're just going to be putting stuff in the game as people figure it out.
And it's already
I think that's Thunder.
Obviously it's already built out. So for them to just implement it, small, it's not going to take like a gig or something to update it. So it's probably all implemented. They just have to hit the button and it's good to go. Dang, I didn't know that. I think that's really cool that he's already there. Like we don't have to wait for the next update in 2 weeks or a month or whatever it might be to have it start. So exciting. And I love watching that video too. They were talking about the mysteries, and I forget the lady that was discussing it, but she basically is like, and you have to find things that may not be in the game, but it could be online, or it could be in this video right now. And my eyes just went like, where is this? Like, what am I supposed to look at? I can't identify anything right now. So I think it's a very, in my opinion, and I think the Sea of Thieves community is great for this, because I don't think this would work in other communities. I think people would be entertained to go out and like look deeper into the tweets and look, into different things and kind of see what they can kind of find. I mean, Captain Falcor is going to keep his job because that's all he does in a good way, like, deciphering things and looking into, what's coming up. So I think it's going to be a really cool and unique experience for all of us here in the sea.
I mean, Captain Falcor, Ancient Isle University. I'm just going to keep an eye. I personally am not going to try to do any investigative work outside of the game. I will let other people do it for me and then just reap the spoils in the story.
We'll have to put it on the Discord. Maybe anyone wants to try to help us figure it out. We can kind of go along.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is, I doubt it's a spoiler. I mean, obviously it's not a spoiler because I don't know the ending. But I was watching Boxy's stream, talking with LD, and LD did ask is it okay to, this could be possible spoil. I mean, I think this is trying to lead us astray, but LD apparently was investigating the arena for whatever reason, and he found a picture in there, and he couldn't remember if it was in there before all this or not. But the picture was basically DeMarco. It had a bunch of daggers in it, and they think that it's almost leading up to be his sister, possibly.
Oh,
because
shit.
she was pissed that he left or whatever, but obviously he didn't leave. He got taken away, or that's what someone guilty would say. Casey, all these murder podcasts. What was happening here?
This is very intriguing to me because I do love me some true crime.
So it's interesting, and he couldn't spot if it was there before. It is coincidental that DeMarco. I mean, we knew DeMarco left. If you went to the Sea Dogs Tavern, you talked to the sister there. She's like, I don't know where he is. He's gone. Like, I can't find him. Nobody seems to find him. And, again, it's like, oh, he's with the Dark Lord. Is this or that? Like, he's with Flameheart. And nope, he's dead. So something he might have been. Maybe something went wrong and now he's there. But, I mean, obviously the Pirate Lord's son, that's kind of, that's gunning for him right now. They're trying to make a statement here.
I'm curious if you go talk to the Pirate Lord, if he has like a line of dialogue about it. My boy, they killed my boy.
That's the Pirate Lord to you, huh?
Yeah. Cedric Diggory's dead. My boy.
That's my boy.
Boa says that picture with daggers has been there for a long time.
Well, they were plotting this since the beginning.
Probably from, forget her name, blonde hair woman that's jealous of DeMarco. Amaranta? Is that her name? Amaranta? Here, Boaz already checked. He said, apparently no lines of dialogue from DeMarco, or not DeMarco, from the Pirate Lord. Maybe he doesn't know his son is dead. Something's happening, right? Like, I don't know who has the ability to stop, capture someone's soul, stop them from going to the Sea of the Damned, the Fort of the Damned, and coming, or not Fort of the Damned, but the coming back.
That would be cool though if it did have something to do with the Fort of the Damned. You got to activate it, and then all of a sudden they come back or something. And you got to save them.
Speaking of Fort of the Damned, man, well, that one crew we were with on the community day was like, we're gonna stack it 5. We got 5 skulls. We're gonna stack it, and then after like the first hour and a half, we're like, they had all the lights. They had 5 skulls. Why haven't they started it yet? Apparently, I didn't know there was a bug where you can light all the lights, put a skull up, and it just doesn't pop.
I mean, can you imagine? There's not a bigger getting rare, in my opinion. We have sailed for 35 minutes in a storm trying to get the white light. I go through the edge of a storm and I get struck 12 times. How do they know? You got to go for that first so that you just get it. I mean, that right? We talk about a variable. It should be if you get struck by lightning, you should die and just start the Fort of the Damned because that's the best luck you're ever going to have is starting it.
Yeah. And what sucks though is with that bug, it's broke until the server itself resets. Like we checked it multiple times throughout that day. The other crew went to go do it, and it was just dunzo. Boa says Gray Marrow. Yeah, that's what I was. I mean, Gray Marrow's the only person we know who has that ability, right? Or not the only person we know, but we've seen it. We've experienced it with some tall tales and stuff that he has the ability to trap people's souls. So I don't know. Is Gray Marrow involved? I guess we'll have to wait to find out.
It's gonna be interesting.
Oh yeah, I hear fireworks. That's what I hear. What's today? Thursday.
The 19th. Oh, it's my friend's birthday. I need to wish him happy birthday. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Is it like a graduation or something?
Is
like
it?
I don't know.
Could be. My not to get way off subject, but my goddaughter is graduating next weekend, so I will be.
Oh heck yeah!
Oh my god!
High school.
Nice.
I remember she was just this tall.
How are you old enough to have a goddaughter?
Congrats, goddaughter.
I'm the favorite, so.
Okay.
I got a godson too, if you want to know.
What?
Congrats,
high school. Yeah.
I'm gonna start calling you Godfather.
Yeah, I am. That was great when I was growing up, or when he was growing up. It was always the Godfather. I'd be like, "Come to me, my little godson. What can I do for you?"
You come to me.
And that's what every time we.
Wedding.
Yeah.
Ask me for a favor, but not once do you ever invite me into your home.
See? He knows. Yeah, he always called me Godfather. I loved it.
Right on. How old is he?
Now he's in.
He's like 2 years younger than you.
7th grade? No. Yeah, he was young when. Yeah, obviously, but yeah, it was a while back when he was born.
Well, that is awesome for your goddaughter.
Yeah, man. Congrats, goddaughter. We're proud of you. Do good. Go to college. Maybe not. I don't know. It's a lot of money. I don't know. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to this show.
She's going to college, but
right on.
I think graphic design. Yeah.
Oh heck yeah! We need help on this show.
See,
she can come work for Joanne.
Yeah, we can get her on the show. I'll tell her it's an internship. We'll sign some papers. We just got to make an LLC for this.
Yeah, exactly.
Free labor, guys.
Done. And can that be work? That could work towards like credit for college, right? She can. Right, she'll work on like thumbnails for us. YouTube thumbnails.
I don't paint my nails.
Why? I do.
Casey's head popped up. Oh, I loved it. Oh, not my actual thumbnail. Gotcha.
Now we're just making noise. Welcome to Sea of Friends.
Guys, how long have we been talking?
We're talking for just about an hour.
Woof!
Yeah, I know.
53 minutes. Well, we were talking for a while, but the audio wasn't being picked up for some odd reason at the beginning.
Yeah, I know.
Must have been that way. It must have been that Friday. It must have been Susu. Friday.
Yeah, I know. Friday 13th. We were talking about Friday 13th. Susu. Oh my god! Thank you. Thank God someone showed up in chat to be like, "Yo, there's no audio coming from the other two people." Otherwise, we would have probably.
Oh my god, we would have recorded this whole goddamn thing.
Yeah. That would have been hilarious.
I would have.
Anthony's just hilarious? Like, yeah, I totally agree with that. We'd be like, "Oh shit."
Oh man, I would have posted that just like a one-sided conversation.
Yeah, that would have been hilarious.
With like Sea of Thieves music underneath it, so there's like in the lulls you still hear something.
Only 31 podcasts under our belt, and we do a whole one without the music.
Forget to unmute you guys, and it's weird because like you're muted in OBS and not through the chat program, so like I could hear you, but OBS was not picking you up. That's why I had no idea.
Get it together, Anthony.
Yeah.
God bless.
I thought I did. I thought I could have swore what the fuck was that?
It's the fireworks.
No,
that was me. I did a reaction in our program.
Yeah, I was like, you didn't hear that laugh? I was like, what's happening?
I did a reaction in our program.
I didn't know that
would actually make a noise.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Okay, I think we need to wrap this up. Squirrel.
All right, we got a tall tale in the email inbox, but we will get to that one next time. It's a long one from.
We keep saying that, and then we talk for an hour, y'all. We got to get better. We got to get more succinct at what we have to talk about.
We'll do an episode of just listener tall tales. So.
Well, I was gonna say, my favorite. I don't know if it's my favorite true crime podcast, but I do listen to it quite a bit. Morbid. They do listener tales every few weeks where they just do their listener tales. So we could do an episode of listener tales, or maybe nothing exciting will happen for Sea of Thieves and Rare for the next week, and next week we can actually cover it.
Yeah.
Well, that's how we know we're authentic, because we just kind of fly the seat of our pants and just talk.
Yeah.
That's true. Sorry, guys. We're not organized.
Yeah. So listen here. If you're listening to this episode and you made it to the end, you all have a homework assignment, and that is to email us a tall tale, something that happened to you in the game, or just thoughts on the game. Tell us how much you love the game. We will read your emails. We'll have a listener episode, a community episode where we will talk about everything y'all love and want us to say. We'll do your tall tales. We'll talk in your email. So everybody that listens to this episode is going to write in an email to seaoffriendspodcast@gmail.com, and we're going to read it on the community episode for Sea of Friends, not Community Day for Sea of Thieves, Community Day for Sea of Friends. Okay?
Why are you getting quieter?
I have no idea.
You can join the Discord.
You can tell us about a friendship that you made on Sea of Thieves, or maybe you made an enemy like Meerkat. Or maybe you could, since it's Community Day, you could tell us about your favorite streamers. Maybe you're a streamer. Let us know.
Or join the Discord, or call us at 262-555-9898.
I thought it was 867-5309.
867-5-309.
1-800 last call for lunch.
1-800 Sea of Friends.
Soft.
Yeah. But no, yeah, really, send us emails. Join the Discord. The Discord. We have a section for tall tales. If you want to put it there instead of you don't want us to have your email address, you can find the Discord channel on the Sea of Friends Twitter page at the Sea of Friends.
Boom.
Yeah. I was going to say something else, but then I totally forgot.
Until next time.
Well, no, I was going to say something before that. Until next time, I'm Last Call for Lunch.
I'm Miss Lunch Lady.
And I'm Darkest Warhawk.
And remember, it doesn't always have to be a Sea of Thieves. And now I will not forget to mute you so we can fade into the music.